Coming up this morning on Daybreak, we'll hear what local health officials are suggesting for families celebrating Thanksgiving this year, and how families can work out their political differences, especially with the holidays coming up. Also, President-elect Joe Biden isn't wasting any time getting ready for his first day in office. We'll go over what we can expect, these stories and more this morning on Daybreak. Good morning and thanks for starting your week with us. Today is Monday, November 9th. I'm Jennifer Abreu. Joe is off today. Let's check in with meteorologist Beth Finello for a beautiful forecast this Monday after a beautiful weekend. Good morning, Beth.
Good morning. I'm going to start jogging in like Joe Biden did. I'm just going to start jogging in everywhere I go.
Jogging into the studio.
Light jog. Yeah, get your morning started, you know, just...
That's
Here
right.
I come.
Get the blood flowing.
Yeah.
You know, it's exciting. It's Monday, and waking up this morning and leaving to come to work at 3 in the morning isn't always exciting, but I do like it when it's not cold.
I was going to say, I walked out this
nice.
morning in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And it was so comfortable, and it's going to be comfortable today. Another warm day, unseasonably warm day today. We're going to top off in the middle 70s once again. I hope you can enjoy it. This is the last day for it. So satellite and radar is quiet this morning. Just a couple of clouds that will continue to thin out through the day today. We're looking at temperatures in the 60s, 63 degrees right now in Springfield. These are our normal daytime highs, so very unseasonably warm. 63 in Camdenton, 62 in Avon, 65 in West Plains. Our dew points are in the upper 50s and lower 60s. It's a little bit sticky, a little bit humid as you're heading out the door this morning. You'll feel it when you head out the door. We have winds out of the south and east. That will help push our temperatures up into the middle 70s as we head through this Monday. So as you're heading out the door, again, leave your jackets at home. It's really warm out there, and we're going to be warm through the day today with those temperatures topping off at about 75 here in Springfield. With those clouds today, I still expect dry roads. I don't expect any shower chances. I gave today the grade of a B because we'll have those clouds out there. Otherwise, it would have been another A+ day. Middle 70s, warm and breezy. So grab your sunglasses before you're heading out the door. And of course, don't forget your mask, your phone, your keys, and your wallet on this Monday morning. We do have rain chances to talk about for tomorrow. I have your Veterans Day forecast, which looks a little bit more seasonal and plenty of sunshine. And we'll keep the seasonal stretch as we head through the rest of this week before rain chances enter the forecast again on Saturday. We'll do all that in 10 minutes.
Well, ever since COVID-19 came to the United States, you have been told by health organizations to wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance, and also avoid handshakes. But will the handshake become a thing of the past once we are no longer worried about the virus? Caller 10's Madison Heaver has this report this morning.
Hands in particular, we use them for everything that we do. We touch everything with our hands, and we touch our face, we touch our mouth, and then that transmits those things into those what we call a portal of entry, so that can cause any kind of infection from those viruses or bacteria that are on your hands.
Neil DeWoody is an infection prevention specialist at Cox South in Springfield.
I think we could very easily go back to the handshake if we were just very diligent in hand hygiene immediately afterwards.
But once COVID-19 is in the rear view, will some people lose the customary greeting altogether?
I absolutely think some people will, and I think a lot of people have never stopped shaking hands.
Dr. Marnie Watson is an assistant professor of anthropology at Missouri State University. She says the handshake is actually a relatively new greeting.
So it doesn't really come in as an everyday practice, probably until about the 1600s. Before that, people were bowing, they were curtsying, they were tipping their hats.
She says other cultures with different greetings are also facing a similar dilemma right now when meeting new people.
But everybody around the world is kind of struggling with this, like the French. I guess their health minister said in February, was like, no more cheek kisses.
We asked some people on the square in Springfield if they still plan to shake hands once COVID-19 is no longer a concern.
I still do handshakes right now. Just if you're taking proper precautions, I don't feel there's as big of a worry as people put it out to be right now. Being that I work at a hospital, I mean, we take proper precautions there, and I've still yet to get the virus.
I will, yes.
Why?
Because I think, especially when you're meeting new people, it's kind of like a sign of respect, just offering your hand.
Obviously, as humans, we strive for connection of some sort, whether it be physical. So I do feel like there is a key factor in connecting with those close friends.
I think with all the COVID stuff, people have been more aware of being clean with their hands, but I think that it's been so awkward not shaking somebody's hand when you first meet them.
I suspect possibly the awareness is a lot higher now of the importance of hand hygiene.
New things will emerge if we give up on handshakes. Humans, when we greet each other, we want something. Human culture always changes. It's always changing. And so it's not a crisis that things are changing again, but also people are going to resist change.
That was our Madison Heaver reporting, and we also asked our viewers on Facebook how they feel about shaking hands after COVID. And you can participate there. Most people said yes, they are still doing the handshake and will continue to do so. And about 20% said no. If you'd like to participate, you can just react or comment, and that is on our Facebook page. Joe Biden was elected the 46th President of the United States, and his first speech focused on unifying the country. 2 licensed counselors in Springfield told Color 10, and they have been seeing more adults and families come in to try and work out their political differences. They have seen relationships strained between mother and daughter, husband and wife, and families as a whole. Erin Duvall, a psychiatric mental health practitioner, says what everyone is feeling right now is to be expected.
It takes time for everyone to process change, and that most likely we are experiencing similar concerns.
You've got to move on with life. I go and live my life as I'm supposed to, and you know what, there'll be another president maybe in 4 years, 8 years, or who, you know, so that's the thing, that changes.
Now, some of their tips are try to have those tough political conversations with each other, because that's where growth takes place. And they say be patient with each other and listen, and try to be understanding of different opinions. New this morning, Thanksgiving is usually a time for families to gather and celebrate together. However, local health officials are urging people to find creative ways to safely connect. Color 10's Nija McDonald joins us now with more on their message. Nija, good morning.
Yeah, General, good morning. The Springfield Greene County Health Department created a risk assessment quiz. Now, this quiz helps people determine the level of risk their holiday plans fall under. Catherine Wall with the Health Department says the scoring includes lower, moderate, and higher risk activities. Wall says a lower risk activity would be having a small dinner with people who live in your household and connecting with your extended family by phone or video.
Like a moderate option might be to have a small gathering outside with some people from your extended family. So, you know, having a bonfire is one example I know that I've heard from a friend. They're going to see if maybe that will work with the weather and all of that. It's Missouri, so who knows what the weather will look like by then. But that is one option. And then that high risk option, the one that, you know, takes on a lot of risk, would be traveling, getting together with extended family indoors.
Well, the Health Department's website also includes tips for food prep aimed at helping reduce the risk of illness from common foodborne germs.
I know what the weather's going to be like. Maybe not in a couple weeks for Thanksgiving, but at least for today. We're starting off this morning in the 60s. We'll be in the 70s through this afternoon. We've got rain chances to talk about, more seasonal conditions, more sunshine, and then rain chances possible by this weekend. We'll do all of that right after the break.